Catherine Quinones, 20, and my major is psychology.
Okay. So I want to ask, do you believe that students who suffer from severe anxiety or post-traumatic stress disorder should be allowed to have a therapy dog with them in class?
Yeah,
Can you tell me why you say yeah?
I mean, if it helps them um, relieve their anxiety and not feel so stressed out, especially at school, knowing how stressful it is to be at school, I don't see why not it'd be a problem.
Sure. My name is Nate. I'm actually going for photography. My age is 30.
Okay. So the question I want to ask you is, do you believe that people with anxiety such as PTSD or severe anxiety disorder should be allowed to have their therapy dogs in class?
Yes.
Can you tell me why you say yes?
If it calms them down in any way, or if it comforts them, I feel that's very important for them to be able to attend class, as long as they're not disruptive.
I'm Anton Amerkanian, and my major is computer science, and I'm 18.
Okay. I want to ask you, do you believe that people that are suffering from PTSD or severe anxiety or anything else should be allowed to have a therapy dog in the classroom?
Yeah.
Can you give me the reasons why you believe this?
They've gone through the suffering for it, and they should get anything that they need to support themselves.
My name is Dominic. I'm 18 years old and my major is business.
Okay. So the question I want to ask you is, for students that suffer with anxiety or other anxiety-like symptoms such as PTSD, do you think that they should be allowed to have a therapy dog with them in class?
As long as it's not a distraction to the other students, I think it should be fine. But if it's distracting, then I don't think that should be allowed.
Fernando Matias, 18, transfer.
Okay. So I want to ask, for students that are suffering from anxiety issues such as PTSD or other severe anxiety disorders, do you think that they should be allowed to have their therapy dogs in class?
I think so, but I would try to prioritize trying to, keep yourself calm, because I think it's okay to bring dogs, therapy dogs, but at the same time it can create a lot of distractions. So I would say prioritize yourself, like whether it's eating right or sleeping right, and try not to focus on this and instead focus on the subject at hand. But I think it would be okay for the most part, in case it gets to an extreme level of anxiety.
It's Melinda. I'm 20 years old and I'm a bio major.
Okay. So the question I want to ask is, for students that suffer from anxiety disorders or PTSD, do you think that they should be allowed to have their therapy dogs in a classroom?
Yes, I do think so.
Can you give me a reason as to why you believe that?
If others who don't have anxiety are able to function normally, there should be that equity so that the people with anxiety have that same opportunity as those who don't.
Yeah, my name is Albert Thacker. I just turned 33, and my major is engineering.
Hi, so my question is, do you believe that therapy dogs should be allowed for students who have severe anxiety or suffer from any other ailments such as that?
Do I believe therapy dogs should be allowed on campus?
Be allowed in classrooms.
I think therapy dogs should be allowed anywhere. As a veteran who had PTSD, my dog helped me get through a lot of emotional stuff. Not to mention, I know some vets that have actually seen combat, and if it wasn't for their dogs, they would be utilizing other things. Now, from military side, I've seen what dogs have done insofar as treating anxiety for people who've suffered extreme trauma, people that just have generalized anxiety disorder. It's very misunderstood, and the calming influence that they provide would be definitely beneficial in a learning environment. Not to mention that if you had your dog with you, it also forces you to go outside and exercise, and that's one less worry that you have throughout the day as you're wondering what a family member of yours, as in that dog, is doing for the whole day you're at school. So yes.